So, to be fair and honest, I've never been a hardcore gamer, but I do want to highlight certain Star Wars games, and this introduction just brings me back or takes me back. Lucas Arts, just so many amazing games, and I remember a game called Clone Wars, and this came out a few months after Attack of the Clones, and just remember loving this game, having tons of fun. There is a specific scene that just stuck with me, and it's one of those legends or expanded universe moments that stays with you because of the shock and because of the unforgettable moment that you're experiencing, whether it's playing a game or reading a comic or reading a novel. Um, this game definitely has that moment, and I do remember this game vividly, and I really loved the cinematics. I loved the gameplay was so much fun. You get to it pretty much overlaps with Attack of the Clones. It takes place when you start during the events of the Battle of Geonosis, and get to go into tanks, Republic tanks, ride different type of species as Anakin and Mace Windu, and I believe Obi-Wan as well. And just remember loving the lightsaber combat, and it was, I don't know, kind of hard to describe because basically you weren't doing the same thing over and over again. You were able to fly ships, were able to fly Jedi starfighters, able to ride Republic gunships and speeders, and like I mentioned, different type of species, and tons of fun. And I like that the game pretty much changed it up in terms of what you can do, and which just had a variety of different things to do in this game. And once again, it took place during the right after during Attack of the Clones at the end, and it just carried on as far as the storyline. And like I said, just so many moments is battling the separatists and the separatist army and the Geonosians. And this particular scene here that you're seeing, this is a scene that just blew me away. And if you watch my channel, you know I'm all about the connections to the lore between the comics, the video games, and how they reference each other. And here Anakin is speaking to the spirit of Ulic Qel-Droma. As we know, he was a fallen Jedi, and along with the well, I don't want to say too much, but he was redeemed. But here we see the Anakin actually speaking to this character that I remember I had already read Tales of the Jedi and loved these characters, the villains, Exar Kun, Nomi, Kay, Ulic, and just knowing that Anakin was talking to Ulic, the spirit of Ulic, was just mind blowing, as you can imagine. How this video game connected to these amazing comics and really contributed or added to this amazing timeline. And that's what I love so much about the expanded universe, how they maintain that continuity, even with this game, the Clone Wars. Would I recommend it? Yes. This is not a review. It's just a discussion as far as my feelings when I remembering playing this game. I do have vivid memories. I was in my early 20s, and remember, between the movies, between the prequels, we had to wait 3 years. 3 years. But as I've mentioned many times in my channel, that we had tons of content with video games, comics, novels. Star Wars, once again, was everywhere and kept us busy while we waited. So we waited for these movies to be released. But yes, this video game, tons of fun, and really added to the Star Wars lore and the expanded universe timeline. So Star Wars, as we know, has produced so many games in the Legends Expanded Universe timeline, and I want to discuss in future videos my experience discovering these games and remembering when these games came out. And like I mentioned before, I was never an avid gamer, but when it came to Star Wars video games at that time, I really loved them.